Good morning, my name is Vincent Everts, Trend Watcher, and we're at CIOTV. And we're going to start today with Gautam Samanta, from the Executive VP from NIIT. And I'm talking with Kishore Krishnan, Senior Vice President at NIIT. And I want to know, what is NIIT now, finally? Because, guys, I must admit, I never heard from you before. Basically, I heard that you were going to join CIOT. And you have been here for a long time. So we're going to talk about the company, how long you've been here, and what your strategy is. But let's first start with the foundation, because that's really interesting. I mean, you are really big in training. How did the company get started, and with what kind of products and what kind of services?
Absolutely, Vincent. Good morning, and we are really excited to be here. As I said, this is the first time we are attending this event. And about the NIIT, it's actually a very well-known brand in India. Okay, I mean, if you talk to anybody in the technology services in India, it has been known for a fairly long period of time as a training company, as you rightly said. So the company started in the 80s. Okay, just when I think the MNCs which were there in the past, like IBMs of the world, who were kind of exiting the country.
It was closing off.
India was
closing off.
Bit of protectionism which was coming in, and it was becoming difficult for the MNCs to operate in India.
Yeah.
And there was a dearth of skill set shortage. I mean, because there are not too many people with the right skill set to help the technology boom. The demand was picking up. There are many companies which have started their shops in India. So NIIT founders, they thought, they should set up something to help the people to get skill in the technology space. And that's
there was a big digital divide, I guess.
Absolutely.
Because, and then India came up as a country where we had lots of services.
Absolutely.
But you started as an educational training company, and you trained lots of people.
And at one point of time, Vincent, almost half the population who were actually working in the technology sector, was actually trained by NIIT.
You have trained half of the ICT professionals in India.
Absolutely.
Okay, and when did the technical services start?
So technical services started maybe around 10 years further down in the 90s. Okay, it was still a part of the NIIT, the same umbrella. It was spun off in the 2005 or 6 as a separate company, because earlier the idea was, okay, we are training the people.
Yeah.
Let us try to enable the companies also to use technology effectively. It was not like a typical IT services model where people started kind of, getting into the Y2K bandwagon to kind of, do some kind of, support and maintenance kind of a work. Because we started with the training, the initial idea was, let us try to work with the organization to enable them to effectively use IT.
Okay.
And in the 2000, it was felt that, now that we have a sizable mass, let us try to now separate it as a separate entity. But from the very inception, Vincent, one thing I must say, and I'm sure Kishore will add a few more points on that the company has been very clear not to play the same game what everybody is playing. It was very clear that we should do something differently. We should do few things, but we should do it really well. Focus on doing few things rather than just trying to scale up rapidly.
Great. Well, we're going to talk about what you decide to do. So, Kishore, how many people are in the company at the moment?
At this point in time, there are approximately 10,500 people and counting. So we are adding people every day.
Yeah.
So 10,500 people in the technology.
10,500 is small, right?
Yes, very small. And we're quite proud of it.
That's a nice size. Everybody still knows each other.
Yes.
10,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
we think that is already big. But I mean, it is not a huge company with huge amount of hundreds of thousands of people, but 10,000 people. And when did you start working internationally? When did that start happen?
I think we used to work internationally from, I think, the late 90s, early 2000. And I think the momentum started picking up towards the middle of, say, 2006, 2007. Okay. And we went to US, Europe, and within Europe, in UK, in Holland, and in Germany.
Yeah.
And Spain.
Okay.
And in the Asia Pacific markets.
And of course the Netherlands. You've been in the Netherlands for a while, right? How long have you been here?
We have been for over a decade.
Okay, more than 10 years.
We have been working away quietly in the corner, doing our work, good work with the customers, both in the learning side, training side, and the IT side.
Okay, yeah. So this is the first time that you're really doing some marketing and that you tell the world about you. But you have been behind the scenes. You've been working at the Dutch already. Can you tell me some company names you've been working? You're working for?
So in Netherlands, or you're
in the Netherlands? Yeah.
In the Netherlands, I mean, we have been working with the ING Group for a fairly long period of time.
ING
right?
Group, yeah. Okay.
And we still continue to work with them. And then the National Netherlands Group and NNIP, right, which we have been working on. We have started now working on some of the mid-size or small-size asset management firms also. We have recently started work there. And as you rightly said, so far we have been kind of a well-kept secret. Now we are kind of, increasing our visibility because we want to really focus on this market. We see huge amount of opportunity coming here, and we really want to focus in the market now.
And Kishore, I heard that you basically decide what you want to do. What is your line of business? What do you do in the service industry? What is your specific?
I think, as Gautam said, our focus is very niche. So what we do well, we do it more. So
So tell me, what do you do well? What do you do well?
So we are very well known for the travel and transportation work that we do. So we work with almost 70 plus airlines around the world, and it's our aim.
Airlines,
and transport train companies.
Yeah.
So we
lots of old systems which have to be integrated,
and lots of new systems,
and lots of new systems to be connected. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And also try and improve customer experience. So that is a theme around transport and travel, that improving customer experience, how can we deliver that? Then we have banking and financial services, which Gautam heads globally.
Okay, so Gautam, what is your expertise? What did you really bring to the table there? Yeah. Because the financial industry is everything. It's just like Vincent, it's huge. Absolutely. So where do you pick? Where did you pick?
So again, I think the theme of specialization is important, right? So what we do is what we have been working on in last 20 odd years. Primarily, we have been working in the asset and wealth management space. So that is one area we really understand well. And our strategy is now to help these industry, like the travel, there are also a huge amount of legacy there. They are grappling with the challenges, which, with the new technology coming up, the people expectation is also kind of, as a consumer, you expected very different experience today being a digital native. Yeah. We are trying to help them working in these emerging technologies, namely digital from the customer experience perspective, data and analytics, the cloud, and the automation journey. So in asset and wealth management,
those words we hear every day. I mean, everybody does the same thing, but I mean, it is all about how do you do that.
Yeah.
Kishore, you also work with energy, and you also even work with mobility with the Automobile Association, I think. What is that?
Yeah, so we work with, while we are very strong in banking, financial services, insurance, and travel and transport, these are established businesses. We are not giving away on smaller businesses which we have to incubate. We have to take care of them like a baby, grow them. So they are retail, manufacturing, media, and utilities.
Okay, tell me, what are you not doing?
We are not into main scale, large scale manufacturing, huge companies. Our focus is that mid segment.
Okay.
And we work with companies there, and we believe that mid-segment is the one that is open for attention. The big players do not give that attention because for them it's too small a business.
So it's good. It's good to mid-play. Where are you both located?
London.
London. Okay. And does that mean you're going to move to Amsterdam? I mean, now you're basically...
We are exploring options.
It's ending that period. So Holland is a great place. Brexit is a fantastic opportunity to go to a wonderful quality of life.
Correct. And that's why we're here in CIODAY, and we hope to continue to be here in CIODAY.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, that is really wonderful. Never spoil a good crisis. And NIIT, I think, should basically consider coming to Amsterdam. Just say, London, you've been there, you've done that.
Absolutely.
They're making a mess of it. They're destroying their own country. It's really ridiculous how they're doing it.
We have a plan.
But it's going to happen, huh?
We have a plan. So we have our customer, Eurostar.
Yeah.
We convince them to start a train journey from London to Amsterdam.
Yes.
And actually, then now we're loading the train with our goods and we're coming here.
All right. So this is a small introduction of NIIT, a company which is not very known, but has already been in Holland for a very long time. I think even 15 years.
Yep.
And has a lot of established customers, but they're becoming more visible. And hopefully they're coming to Amsterdam. Thank you very much. Welcome to CIODAY.
Thank you.
This was CIODAY TV for the first interview. Many more to follow.